Hi everyone, it's Kat again. I hope you're all having a good week so far, and I know I'm having a really busy one. I thought I would speak to you this evening and give you a bit more information about the project. For those of you that are joining me for the first time, the project is an idea that I had recently to undertake a lot of charitable work, as much as possible, in fact, over probably a span of the next 8 years. I'm calling the project Paying It Forward because that's literally what I intend to do. My inspiration for it is basically the fact that, come on, I'm a young Caucasian female living in a first world country. I've got so much to be thankful for, and some people don't even have 1% of what I do or what some of us do. So I decided it was time for me to get on with fundraising and charity work like I've wanted to for so long, and pay forward my good fortune to other people, because I think it's really important to try my best to make the world a better place where I can. The big idea is that I will work towards every charitable cause in the world that I can think of. As I said, this is going to be a long project, and I'm hoping to do around 3 causes a year if I split them up into 4-month sort of periods. And so I have my list of causes here that I've drawn up, which at present has 22 causes on it, and I would like to share my ideas with you and ask you to contact me if you think I've missed anything off of it. As I say, I've tried to think of every charitable cause in the world that I, off my own back, could think of. And if you don't mind, because there are so many, I'm going to read the list out to you because it's so long. There is absolutely no way I could possibly memorise this, so I apologise for not looking at you guys. So here we go. So year 1 is plastics in the environment, and that includes plastic pollution, landfill, wildlife and sea pollution. Then it will be mental health, and then homelessness and welfare. Year 2 is alcoholism and drug addiction, then eating disorders, and then third world and water aid. Year 3 is, I've got elderly and dementia and Alzheimer's, then global warming and renewable energy, and then animals and wildlife, sort of the abuse and cruelty aspects. Year 4 is cancer and hospice. Then I've got a section called medical and health, which is sort of an open book at the moment because I've got a lot of subsections to that and subcategories and ideas whirling around in my head. So we'll see, I'll plan that better when I get down to it. And then fair trade. Year 5 is soldiers and servicemen. Then the disabled and disabilities, things like blind, deaf, etc., etc. Then I've got child abuse and bullying. Year 6, fox hunting and poaching. Then LBGT community, then education and learning difficulties. And year 7 is immigration, then natural disasters, and then sexism and sexual abuse. I've tagged one on at the end, which I may manage to squeeze into my 7th year, but I'm thinking it's going to be 8 years, so we'll say year 8. I've got racism down, but because obviously I'm not going to be able to do all of these things back to back, I'm going to take a holiday once in a while, I'm going to go off and do other things. I'm going to say 8 years is the aim. So in addition to this and all of these causes, I would like to try and cover environmental challenges as well, to become a part of the project. So where I'm not fundraising I'd like to be setting myself challenges, things like recycling and litter picking and that zero waste thing that people have been doing recently. I'd like to have a stab at that. So if I've missed any causes or environmental challenges, if you have anything to input or any ideas about what I could do, please let me know, because I want to be as in-depth and informative with this as possible. Having said that, I plan to set up a blog for this project as well at some point, because let's face it, watching somebody rabbit on YouTube can be quite tiring sometimes, and I really appreciate all the support that I've had so far, but I would also like to be able to set you guys up with links to my research sources and charities and information and written blogs about my experiences and photographs and just everything really. So it means that, you know, there's as many ways to get in touch with me as possible and see what I'm doing. So yeah, I have, as I said, started my research on my plastic project and cause, and it's going really well. I'm literally like 1 day into it, and the amount of things that I hadn't even considered with this are just mind-blowing. Like, I'm really excited, you know, I'm learning something all the time, and I really hope that you guys will enjoy it when I share it with you in a few days or a week's time. Again, if you have any input or any ideas or stories or anything I want to cover, please let me know. It's all completely welcome. I might set up an Instagram account for photographs and stuff as well, but we'll see how we go, maybe. So yeah, and the other thing I want to urge with this project is the fact that you do not have to give money to contribute towards charity or perform a charitable act. I've been there, you know, you'd be walking down the street and someone will shake a bucket and say, please help, and you feel awful sometimes, because you think, if I were to help every charity that asked me for money, I would be absolutely bankrupt. Well, that was another thing that struck me when I had the idea for this project, is that you don't have to just give money. There are small and large ways of helping someone and being charitable and taking part in activism and changing the world. You know, it doesn't have to put you out of pocket by any means. So I'd like to demonstrate that over the next few years. And again, if anybody has any ideas about what I can do to demonstrate that, please get in touch, because it would be absolutely great. I'm trying to urge a sense of community in this, and the fact that every one person can actually make a difference. So yeah, and thank you. Really, that's all I can say. I have received so many positive feedback from people, and you know, everybody's been really great. Thank you to all my friends for all their input and help with this. I will let you all know that at the moment I don't have any access to any editing software for my videos, so thank you for bearing with me, because I'm literally trying to do these things in one take at the moment. I am going to sort that out and make it a bit more organised, but you guys are all great, so thank you so much. Have a good week. I'm hoping that maybe at the weekend or just after I'll have some information about plastic for you. Okay, take care. Bye.